And finally, I wanted to mention that there are many new traditions that are being given birth to right now. And these new traditions offer new hopes for humankind. They open new doors to spirituality that may not be comfortable for some of us. They're like a new renaissance of dawning spirituality. And they're bringing together spirituality, psychology, sociology, science, all the disciplines. And in Oregon, sometimes in the Northwest, I think I want to design a religion of environmentalism. Because it really is the concern for many Northwest people of reverence for all of creation. The Parliament of World Religions met in 1993. It was its centenary, its 100th year. It was founded in 1893. And they came up with a document which we call Declaration Toward a Global Ethic. And Hans Kung and many theologians have addressed this issue. But this is how they word it. And this goes clear back to Confucius. There is a principle which is found and has persisted in many religions and ethical traditions of humankind for thousands of years. What you do not wish done to yourself, do not do to others. That's Confucius. Or in positive terms, what you wish done to yourself, do to others. This should be the irrevocable, unconditional norm for all areas of life, for families and communities, for races and nations and religions. And so, we've moved through many channels here. And we stopped at the ports with very diverse visions and experiences of the divinity. And now our ship is really laden with lots of good cargo, pretty rich. And so our destination is peace in the world of people. And how do we distribute the wealth? I'm a pragmatist. We always have to follow through and make it pragmatic. So, one suggestion is to look at the greatest needs in our world today. And we see poverty, we see discrepancy between the very poor and the very rich. We see a shortage of water, so people can't have gardens. So if they can't have gardens, they can't feed their children. If they can't feed their children, they sell their daughters into trafficking situations, or their sons. We see homelessness, we see destruction of animal and vegetable species that are happening through global warming. We see inequalities that lead people to act violently, like the World Trade Centers, and peacefully as well, out of a sense of grave injustice. And so the issues to me, it seems, are so monumental, but we can only act locally and concretely on one concern at a time, through our schools and our synagogues and our temples and our mosques and our family circles and so forth. So 3 examples. Number 1, what if in small groups at our places of worship or in our homes, we did one thing to alleviate world hunger? Maybe we fasted 1 day a week and sent what we would spend on food to some organization that's providing food for hurricane victims, or some of the countries in Africa, or those people who are starving, the women who can't feed their babies. Or secondly, what if in our schools and synagogues and temples and mosques and so forth, that we each contributed $1 a day, which is way less than a latte. We had contributed $1 a day for a free clinic and gave it to Doctors Without Borders or similar health agencies that will take care of the health care of people without cost. My niece right now is in Vietnam. She's a nurse. And she went over there to just give free service to the people who need health care. And she's going to be there a month. She took a leave of absence from her job for a month to do that. But they need the supplies in order to do that. They have to pay their own transportation and so forth. And thirdly, what if we looked at any of the issues facing the world and decided nationally and internationally what our various religious traditions could do. Not too long ago, people locked up all the computers by sending emails at the same time, messages at the same time, of our senators and our representatives. And I asked myself recently, what if all the religions would tackle one issue, like the hunger in Africa, and we would appeal to all of us at the same time. Take a lot of organization, but I must alone agree. Take a lot of organization to get that going, but if we all sent messages at the same time, they couldn't hear anything else for a little bit. That would really be a really help to the common good and cause of peace.